Last week, the Conservative Party threw out 1,351 memberships after Kevin O'Leary requested an investigation into his claims of widespread fraud. Party rules state that the $15 memberships can only be purchased by personal check or personal credit card. That's to try to ensure no campaign dollars can be used and no unmasked cash signups can happen. And while Mr. O'Leary himself nor his campaign publicly named Maxime Bernier's campaign as the alleged perpetrator of the fraudulent memberships, it came out over the weekend that that was who the O'Leary campaign believed was behind all of this. That resulted in a little back and forth between the two, with Bernier calling O'Leary a loser, and then last night the Globe and Mail revealed that they had received a sworn affidavit that said one of the O'Leary campaign's organizers in Brampton had offered to pay for people's memberships, something the Bernier campaign jumped on immediately to fire back. But what are the actual allegations surrounding fraudulent memberships? Well, let me explain. Back on March 1st, the Hill Times put out this story that said the Bernier camp had garnered the support of the Tamil community, similar to how Ontario PC leader Patrick Brown did when his campaign signed up close to 12,000 Tamils as he went on to win his leadership race back in 2015 in a landslide. The allegation, thus far unproven, was that Bernier's campaign was cutting and pasting the names off the Ontario PC list and signing them up for Conservative Party of Canada memberships using prepaid credit cards. The vast majority of Tamils in Canada live in Ontario, and if we look back at the last election, the Conservatives didn't win one seat where there is a large Tamil community. They voted NDP or Liberal for the most part. So why would a campaign team look to attract a large ethnic voting bloc to the party who aren't even supporters of that party? That's a big concern to me, as someone who wants to see the party maintain its principles and policies. Of course, another concern when dealing with the Tamil community is any connection to the Tamil Tigers, a designated terrorist group. But that sadly has not stopped Conservatives in the past from approaching and attempting to woo voters from former Tamil Tiger front groups, as revealed in this 2011 Globe and Mail story that states, quote, "3 longtime Conservative volunteers, all Tamil Canadians from different positions within the federal and provincial parties, speaking on a condition of anonymity, said associates of the old Tiger support apparatus have pushed their way into the party in a bid to shore up their sagging status in the community, but that officials have ignored their concerns," unquote. I also found this article from 2011 in a Sri Lankan publication called Sinhalaya News Agency that stated that 2 Tamil operatives, quote, started working on infiltrating the Conservative Party of Canada for the last couple of years. They have made both the Conservative Party of Canada and the Progressive Conservative Party of Ontario as its targets. To do this, several front organizations have been created, and also several individuals have been assigned to contest for Conservative nominations both federally and provincially in Ontario, unquote. Well, with all that in mind, I now have great concerns over what the hell is happening in the PC Party of Ontario and our federal Conservatives. Because there's more than a good chance that a few of the 14,000 Ontario PC members who are Tamils have former or are formerly associated with the Tigers, but also, what about the allegations against Maxime Bernier's campaign? If they are true, what they're doing, signing up people from a community we know tries to infiltrate political movements for their own gain, especially if they are former Tigers or old sympathies than that, it's not a good thing for this party. Some might say, hey, this is politics, Chris. You got to get used to it. It's a dirty game with dirty tricks being played constantly. And if you're not the one doing those dirty tricks, you're going to lose. But I don't necessarily see it that way. Why can't Conservatives try to take the moral and ethical high ground on this and leave this to the Liberals and NDP? Why not try to make this Conservative leadership race stand out as one that was run clean and without allegations of impropriety? For the Rebel.media, I'm Christopher Wilson. Thanks for watching. You know, we've got exciting news. If you're a Canadian and you like Canadian news and politics, well, we've got a brand new channel here, Rebel Canada, and I want you to subscribe so you never miss anything to do with our great country.